babes. So every form of abuse I encountered in that marriage: physical abuse, emotional abuse, financial abuse, yeah, verbal abuse, everything. Now we from baby to you'll never amount to anything. No man is gonna marry you with 2 kids. Yeah, you are nothing. You are useless. You can't do anything. You can't. We moved from Landwood. We went to stay in Acadia. I got downgrade. Right? I'm not
Things
the
are
girl that
starting
I
to be
am
bad now.
anymore.
So now you're no longer getting driven everywhere. No.
I'm not. Now we're literally downgrading
Okay.
from babes of burbs to city girl,
Okay.
town girl. Acadia, life still went on, but it became worse. Worse. But one thing that I like about this whole thing, that he decided to take me to school.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to choose between teaching and nursing, and I chose teaching.
Good. That's better.
And he took me to school. So now, when we were in Acadia, I was planning my exit.
Mm-hmm.
So my exit was based in revenge. Not just any revenge.
Did you have to like convince him to take you to school, or that was his own idea?
That was his own idea.
But then now I also have this question. If you were saying that, usually you wouldn't even enter your bedroom like that, you were sleeping in the nursery with the baby. As the baby was growing, did you now go back to you guys' bedroom full time? So now things, even though the cheating is still there, you're now just like...
No, I get it now. I had a baby monitor.
Okay.
So baby sleeps, I have a monitor. When the baby cries, the monitor, I need to go check the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, let me do my wifely duties
guys,
now.
You understand?
Yeah.
And almost once you get to do your wife duties, you feel better. You don't resent him anymore. He's still your husband. You're like, baby man, why you take my things outside? These things must remain in the house. Why are you giving people my things? No. So I don't know how psychologically I was messed up, because I was like, Mara, why do you have to choose that girl? Out of all the girls, that girl.
No, but you know what is the thing there? And I'm being honest, guys, please don't say I'm bad influence. I'm begging you, okay? If your man is disrespectful to a point where he brings girls in the house, please go and get a very big bodybuilder. Yeah, get a very big bodybuilder. It does not, you don't have to do anything with him. But, make it seem like, like he's in the house, he's without a shirt, he's just in boxers. Let your man come in. And when he tries to, let the bodybuilder beat the nonsense out of his non-functional brain. And then after that, the bodybuilder leaves. So now you have to just be like, baby, I'm sorry. Yeah, you just like, I'm sorry. Yeah, like, okay, you brought a woman. I brought a man, but I can see now it's wrong. But that moment, your man is blue and pink. I'm kidding. No, because you need to make a plan for a disrespectful man.
I was planning my exit with revenge. Obviously, I was very revengeful. And I said, I am not going to cheat on you. I am going to replace you. And I'm going to replace you with one of your brothers. Okay? I watched the space. So I met this incredible man. I was like, let's go to London.
So this time you're still with him?
Yeah, I'm with him, baby. I'm with him. I'm within this marriage, full blown in this marriage, regardless of what happened. I am in this thing. I chose to be here with him. And I'm like, exit. First and foremost, you have 0 in your account.
So now he was broke.
Almost getting there.
Almost life was
there.
Starting to not.
Yeah, 50,000s were going out of his account. I didn't know where they were going. 100,000s were going out of his account. I don't know where they were going. And later, I only found out later where those monies were going.
Where were they going?
To his friends. They were going to do this business, that business, and that business.
And it wasn't working.
No, I've never seen any of those businesses.
Returns. Okay.
I've never even seen. One was being borrowed 50,000. He hasn't even received it even today. If you talk about it, it's like he's done with friends.
Okay.
So we almost broke. Ne? It's like his friend said, no, your wife is smart. She's intelligent. She can do anything. So I think I was his backup plan.
Okay.
Yeah, sharp. I'm gonna go to China and teach in China or abroad. Send him money.
And go with him, because I mean, I'm sure he knows
Hell
that.
no. Was I gonna go with him?
No, but I'm saying that, like, if that was an option that you would like, you
Yeah, I
know,
would.
they do that.
Yeah,
like,
they
where
do
they
that.
allow you go with your family.
Yeah, and I knew for the fact if I get into that flight, I ain't coming back. I ain't coming back. So I was planning my exit. I remember my phone didn't have a password then, because that's how like, if I love you, I love you, and I don't.
There
I'm not
was
gonna go
no
around.
reason for a
Yeah.
password.
So I had met this incredible man, promising me the world.
Was it black or white?
African Nigerian man. I told him I'm gonna replace him with his brothers. I'm not
You
playing.
didn't.
I wasn't playing. So
Oh,
this man
gosh.
is like, I'm going to be based in London. I'm leaving. So let's live together. I said, nah, I can't leave now. Now I can't leave. Sharp. I says, okay, Sharp. We kept on communicating. Says, passports. I said, I do have a passport. My kids don't have a passport. And I said to him, baby, my husband, a passport for the kids. He's like, okay. He did the passport for the kids. Thinking, I am planning the trip for all of us to leave because of work.
Yeah.
No, I was leaving because I'm going to stay with another Nigerian man in London. Okay, everything was going to be paid. The letter of visit, all those things were sent. Everything was planned. Went to school, left my phone. Hey, when I realized, I'm like, fuck, my phone doesn't have a password.
Yeah.
Hell is gonna break loose today.
If he
so I would
finds-
travel with the car train. So he would drop me at the station and then go to school. When I come back, he picks me up. On that particular day, he didn't fetch me. He was waiting for me. So when I came back, I opened the door. He was sitting there, waiting for me. It's like, can you please sit here? I said, it's like, who's this? And at that time, I wasn't talking to one person, right? It's like, who's this? And I said, oh, it's this. Who's that? Oh. And
But was your heart not beating?
it was beating. And I remember I got a clap. You know this clap?
The backhand.
And I said, I'm going to ask you for the last time. Who is this?
Your Honor, it's that Nigerian man. Arrest him.
And then he's like, "Wah." Second one. And I said, yeah, it's this. Yeah, because I am going because this. And I told you I was going to replace you. And I said, clap. I didn't see. Now I'm seeing
Stars.
starlights. And then from that 2 claps to punches to dragging, and I have braids. You know when you have braids and I have natural hair, and if you pull my braid,
You pulled the hair.
you pull the hair. Even today, I still have that bald
patch.
It's a reminder that day.
I almost lost my life.
Yeah.
But then why are you upset? Because you have girls, honey. You have your peoples.
I was beaten and I wasn't crying. He's like, yeah, you don't even cry.
He wanted you to cry.
You don't even cry. And then he was holding my leg. I remember it's like, I want to twist this leg so that you become crippled. No man is going to want you when you are crippled.
I'm sorry. But
And then
guys,
now I am thinking about, I'm measuring myself crippled. I laugh.
you laughed. Why would...
I laugh. And
But
then it's like
do you
I'm
understand
laughing.
at what position were you where someone is going to grab your leg?
Like
You saw
Yeah,
your
I'm
point of view is looking up.
I am looking up and I'm looking at my leg because he's holding my leg. And I'm like, I'm measuring, like in my head, I'm picturing myself crippled.
He's
I'm like,
trying to-
twist it.
The pain?
I am not even feeling it because I'm like I don't
Adrenaline,
care.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because I don't care. So like in my head, I'm picturing, I want you to be crippled so that all the men will see you. You'll be crippled. Nobody's gonna want you when you're crippled. And I looked at my leg and look at him. I laughed. Yeah. From then, the only thing that saved me from that day was his friend knocked the door.
Wait, obviously, I'm sure you were screaming.
Yeah, I was screaming. I don't know. People were passing by and they wanted to come, but they couldn't come in. And then the friend knocked because his
Okay.
friend was already on his way.
Okay.
And his friend is like, hey, I'm here. What's going on? And then he opened. And then that's when he let me go.
So, I'm so sorry. No, no, man. Because, guys, this is not funny. I'm just like imagining.
Yeah, I was
He
also-
goes to open. You obviously are standing. You can't be walking straight, honey.
It was a movie, guys. Like, I'm like,
Oh my God.
do you think I left?
Like,
I didn't even leave.
No, I'm talking about like obviously like
Yeah, I was
when you
sitting
drop the
there,
phone,
'cause I was
you have to
sitting there for,
stand
like-
and go sit.
I was sitting there, and then the friend came in, and then it's like, sorry, and then he picked me up. The friend picked me, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, and you guys must not fight. You love each other. And I said, I will kill your friend. I'm
What?
gonna kill him.
That
I'm
is
gonna kill him.
you kill him when you were just in the floor. They just saved you. They have to pick you up. I will kill him.
I will kill him. I'm gonna kill him. You know, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. I kept on saying I'm gonna kill him, and his friend is like,
And I'm sure he was like there fuming like
yeah,
a beast.
He was. And his hand, baby, it's like 5 times this one. So you can imagine the clap.
Yo.
Even the back clap, I felt it in my chest. So remember, if he's clapping you, like for real clapping you, and I stayed. You think I left? I even stayed.
And then like, okay, I need to know now. Obviously, after that whole incident, did you still continue though with your man in London?
No, I didn't.
Why?
I didn't continue because my phone was taken away from me, and then they texted him. They told him nonsense. They told every guy.
Did that guy know that you were married?
Yeah, he knew. I told him everything. This is what is happening, and says no, you don't.
But
do
like, you
this."
couldn't get his numbers, Chomi.
No.
I would have like, yo.
No. The only thing I had was an email.
So did you email him?
Yeah, I did email him,
And?
he told me he called. He was swearing. He said a bunch of things about you, horrible things, and I said I know. And he texted every single guy.
That was there.
Yeah, telling them shit. Yeah, he's my wife. She's my wife. Yeah, you can't do. She doesn't have money from the panty that she's wearing. I am supporting her. I am taking her to school. In everything, all the horrible things that you can find in the book. Right. Cool. Do you think I left? I didn't leave. I continued staying. And it came worse and worse and worse and worse because now it got to a point now I am put in a compromising position. He's not buying food anymore. He's not buying electricity.
Is it because he doesn't have the money, or it was because he was now punishing you?
He was punishing me. I don't have a phone. He took
your phone after that.
I get it. He bought it.
You see, this is the reason why, honestly, I won't even lie. I always say, guys, please have your own money. Like, Jew is no man, and you're taking my phone because I bought it.
So he bought it. He took the phone. He wasn't buying electricity. He wasn't buying food. I was being punished. And I took it. And I said, no, man.
Like, but then what about the child or the children? Were you not now staying with your
The
daughter
kids
as well?
would eat. The food was there.
For the
Whenever
kids.
he felt like, he would. So that would sustain the kids for those times. And I remember I met this girl at church, and she became my friend. And I told her, I said, in this marriage, I think I am a follow. It's like I am a pex. You know when you hang,
you're a puppet.
when you hang stuff by the laundry.
Oh, okay.
You see the packs that
Yeah.
you put? I am like that. I am following. I don't know where I'm going. I'm coming back, or I don't know what's going on. Like, I was explaining to this girl. She's like, babes, you need help. You need help.
But at this time, you're being punished, everything. The girls, have they stopped from his
No.
side? Still continuing.
They don't stop. There's new stock every time. You know, he goes out. He's everywhere. And then I'm like, okay, now how do I go now? Because now my exit plan crashed. So where do we go from here? And then I started selling stuff, like sell stuff so that I can be able to buy food for my kids. And because I'm good, and then I said, no, the women's stuff, they're not moving as much as I can. So let's try the male stuff. I started selling shirts and all that. Yeah, you're having sex with this man. Yeah, this thing of you. I said, these men are coming to the house to fetch their stuff. I'm not even going to them. Yeah, you are fucking this man. Yeah.
In my house.
Luckily, I meet another Nigerian man. Client.
Meow.
Rich. Says, I have an apartment in 4 ways. If you want to move, you can be settled there with your kids. You can leave this nonsense and start over.
And that's what you did?
And he was married.
Okay.
And my friend was like, he's married. He's not going to leave his wife. And I said, but now I need to leave where I am. Right? This man went through and through for me. When somebody loves you, will go hell and back for you. He was like, leave.
Which year is this?
I think that's 2019.
2019.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we eventually, I think now that's when things are not coming together. He's bankrupt or something.
Who's bankrupt?
Him.
Your husband?
I think he doesn't have money. Now we are moving. I need to take stuff home. I took my things home. I took my things home. Everybody was like, she's back home, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. I'm staying with my friend now. My friend says, no, you can start over. Don't go home.
So you rejected that offer from the married Nigerian man?
I didn't leave that Nigerian man. I was holding on to this man. I'm like, this man is my ticket to leave this nonsense that I'm in. One day, because when you are happily in a new relationship, you forget yourself. Now we're doing this rotation. He takes the baby, I take the baby. We're co-parenting. One day I went with this man. We went to a restaurant, was nice, dressed, and he calls me. My ex-husband calls me and says, I want to bring the child. I said, I'm not home. Why are you not home? Why? Mistakenly, he hears this one talking on the phone. Yeah, you back to that nonsense of yours. This is what you're doing. I knew you're not going to last. I knew. Words from words. Sharp. Did I think it was okay? No. This man left with my child. Left. I call, hey, can I speak to the child? No, he's sleeping.
How old is the child that time?
1 year, 2, or going to 2 years. Hey, can I talk to you? He's sleeping. Hey, 1 month passed, 2nd month passed, and then I'm like, no. So he left with the child. I couldn't find my child. That's like October, November, December. I get a call from this lady, says, hey, how are you? I'm like, good. Says, babes, I saw you with your family. Seemed like you loved your children, your husband, and. But why would you leave your child for so long? And I'm like, which child? Because my daughter's at home, right? So which child are you talking about? Says, your son. I said, I've been looking for my son for the past 2 months. Every time I called the dad said, the boy is sleeping, the boy is out. I've been looking for the child. They said, no. They dropped off your child here because you are gallivanting the streets of Pretoria.
This man took your child to give your child away to other people. Meanwhile, you're looking for your child.
Yeah. I'm gallivanting the streets of Pretoria. And I said, no ways. No, no. We are not even married anymore. We separated. I took my stuff home. I'm starting a new life right now. No, sweetie.
He stole the baby.
And I said, no, come. They give me direction. Take a taxi, drop off by Southgate, and we'll pick you up in Southgate. They pick me up. They sit me down. What's the story? I said, we separated. This has been happening in our marriage, and we ended up separating, and we said we're going to co-parent, and he stole the baby. I have been looking for the child. No, your husband says you are gallivanting the streets of Pretoria. You went to be Mahosha, you're koshering in Pretoria, you are jumping from one man to another, you are going to clubs, and I said, no, guys. Called my friend, I said, put my friend on speaker, said, tell them. We've been looking for the child for the past 2 months. We've been calling and texting.
You didn't know where he stayed
No.
at that time? Wow.
I knew his friend's place, but when we got there, they said they've moved. Nobody stays there anymore. So this is the story that he gave them. He sold them the story. I left him because he doesn't have money anymore. Number 1. 2, I left him with the boy so that he can suffer with the boy. He doesn't have pampers. I said, how? Because we were co-parenting. We were supposed to bring the baby to me. Not the other way around. I have the clothes. I have the pampers. I have the milk. I have everything. So what are you guys talking about? Because he was drinking. You know when the baby starts walking, we put milk in the cup, right?
Yeah.
So what are you guys talking about? And I said, yeah, this is the story he sold us. He comes back. He sees me. They sit him down. I said, she's saying Everything you told us is a lie. He loves. Who's psycho here?
Didn't he ask Uri who got her here?
No, he didn't.
Okay.
He knew they called me. And they asked him, do you want this thing to work? Says, yes. And they asked him if he loved me. And then he said, yes. Deep down, he doesn't love me. They asked me if I loved him. I said, yes. I said, yeah, I love him. Do you want to get back together with him? I said, yes. Do you guys want to rebuild? I said, yes.
So this was like now a family meeting of reconciliation. And you guys got back together? Meow. And then what now happened to your married boyfriend?
This is December, right? We got back together this December. Me, I was planning my exit. Remember, I have an exit plan, right?
Were you still going to school at that time?
No, I had already finished.
Okay.
So now I have an exit plan. It's either I'm going to China and not come back and live with my kids, or this one that I'm keeping on the side.
Did he find out that you and your husband now got back together and you're moving back with him? Okay.
And I said, I am going to teach my husband a lesson. I left the country, went to Botswana. He's trying to get hold of me, he can't. He's trying to call me, he can't. And he WhatsApp. You can only WhatsApp. Where are you? What? I said, I crossed the border with your child. Listen here, this is what's going to happen right now. When I come back to South Africa, you're going to find us a place. I'm not going home. You're going to find us a place to stay. We're going to be happy as a family. You're going to take care of this child. It's fine. You don't want my child. It's fine. But then this is what's going to happen from now on. Moving forward, I'm not going to be going around suffering because at the end of the day, you brought us here. I didn't break this marriage. You did this. Are you going to come back? I will decide if I'm coming back to South Africa or not. But be mindful, I can fly anyway. I can relocate anyway without your permission. This is just a minor example that I can cross the border without you. I don't need your consent to leave the country. Sharp. Come back to South Africa, he fetches us. Picks us up, tells me, yeah, we're going to be staying at this place for a while. We'll find our own space. Sharp. Boyfriend, I tell him, okay, I'm back. This is the situation. And then boyfriend says, no, we don't have to go back. Leave, because there's nothing good that's going to come out. Did I listen? No, I didn't listen. Stayed. COVID hits. I was supposed to leave 2020 March, go to China, because I had everything sorted, and COVID hit. And you remember, you couldn't travel. At the time, and the school says, no, we'll come back and find out how you can travel and come. Yeah. Now, COVID, I had the best marriage in my life. That was the first time experiencing my husband because he was home with me 24/7
because of lockdown.
One time,
COVID forced him to be
home. That is the best marriage I've ever had, and that is the best time I experienced this man. I am telling you, when people were crying, COVID, no, me, I was enjoying. We would make tea, eat biscuits, chat, laugh, watch TV, watch movies, shower.
But now I'm also concerned of the fact that you were saying that, monies was starting to dwindle,
Yeah,
and you were not working. And COVID,
working.
Almost everything was shut.
Yeah.
So business, you couldn't even sell cars or anything.
Remember,
how are you guys functioning financially, or did you have some savings?
So basically, when he came this side, he sold that story that he doesn't have money. I finished his money, and now I left him with nothing. So where he went, they gave him a car to do Uber, Bolt, and what. So he was doing that.
So wait, when you say they gave him a car, it means he had lost both his cars?
Honey, he sold his cars. I don't even know where the money went because I didn't even eat it.
Sure.
But I know the last money for the last car because it came into my account. But that account, I had to send him. Every day he was checking me, send. I sent him, let me send you all your money because now you are pestering me with this money. I sent him his money. Busy Uber, in and out, sharp. My humble man, Uber driver. How beautiful. husband coming home.
Going to work,
Going to
driving, coming home.
Coming home to me.
With
to
whatever
us.
money is there. And
Yeah, we buy cookies. We buy bread. We buy everything. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's honeymoon. Because I've never had this. He's home. Finally. He's home. He sleeps here. He wakes up here. The country opens. He was gone. Gone.
I'm sorry to laugh.
Gone. Now, remember, trauma teaches you something. There's something called trauma bond. I was
Trauma bonded to this man.
to this man to a point when he wanted to leave me. Now COVID downgrade to Soweto. We ended up in Soweto, in Deep Kloof.
Wait, you guys were in, what's the first place?
We're from Lenwood.
From Lenwood to Soweto.
From Lenwood, Arcadia, from Arcadia to coming back this side in Joburg and to Omonde, from Omonde to Deep Kloof. Deep Kloof is like, yeah, now you are downgraded to the downgrades, okay? And then when we were in Soweto, when he said, I am leaving you, I cried. I was holding him like this. Don't leave me. Don't go. I remember I even tore one of his hoodies because I was pulling him. He says, I'm leaving. I said, don't go.
At that time, do you have a job?
I was busy selling stuff and that's the income. And I had the money coming from that other man.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting there. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. And he's like, I'm leaving you. You can stay here. What? Because now he's seeing someone else, right? And that someone...
So when he left, you guys had no fight. He had not found out about your boyfriend.
No. He's leaving because probably the girl gave him an ultimatum between me or her or whatever.
And he chose her.
And then he chose her. And the girl was a nurse, you know, and I am nothing, you know, and he's leaving.
And he was still an Uber driver at that time.
Yes. Uber driver, mara how mona so ka se Uber driver tsentse di fabiani wa girl how mona o ka se you know. So I cried. I remember I was holding on. Don't leave. He left for a week or so, and then he came back. When he comes back, that's when I knew. I'm like, Mara, this is dysfunctional. There's nothing functioning here. We worked through it. I am journaling. I don't care anymore. I'm like, I don't care anymore. Until he called me a giant.
I'm sorry.
Said, you are a giant now. And there was like this long mirror we had. Big long mirror. And said, you're a giant. And I said, I didn't say anything. I looked at myself and I said, I didn't see myself. I didn't recognize myself. I didn't know who it was. I didn't know if it was me or... I started running. Morning, afternoon, ran. I joined a running community. I went to fetch my body. Like I went to fetch myself. And I had a spiritual awakening moment. And that 2020, 2021, that's when I knew I need to find something better for myself. I need to find myself because this is not me. This is not what I signed up for. But why am I doing this? Because this is not me, entirely not me. When we became okay, I'm saying we because we're still together. We moved to Allen Manor, proper, nice apartments, pools, nice, 8K rent. We're living it. We're coming back. And that's when I started working, like proper working, because now I'm going to work from home. I had a computer, and now I started working. Now I'm working. And when he threatened to leave, that's when I said, boy, bye.
You can go.
You can go. I remember my daughter came to me and says, he's saying he's leaving. So what's going to happen to us? I said, baby, don't panic. He is leaving. We're not. I remember my younger sister said, he says, we have to move. Where are we going? I said, no, he's leaving. We're not going. He's the one leaving. We're not going. And my sister asked me, are you going to be able to pay? I said, leave it to me. Don't worry.
I will make a plan.
Wait,
name. So I know that obviously this is to Helen Berg, And I can see where the story now is going, because we did agree that we're actually also going to have an episode of Successfully Divorced, So I think that to hell and back, we're going to definitely cut it here. The story, however, is not going to stop. It is going to continue, because we are now going to lead to the actual divorce, and then we continue to where life is right now. Okay. So this is definitely not bye. This is just bye for now. The next episode of Successfully Divorced, it will still be our gorgeous fight. But obviously with everything that you have spoken now, what advice would you give a woman that is in the exact situation where you were?
Well, I think everybody knows when things have changed. The minute you have that intuition that things are no longer the same, decide to leave. Your mental health first. Love yourself. And have a way of coming out of this, because it will take you time, especially if you're not working, because a lot of us are staying because we don't have money. We don't know how we're going to survive. So have a plan, a backup plan, a solid one, because that plan is going to help you rediscover yourself and start over, man.
Would you advise anyone, whether if they're in the South Nigeria or South?
So joint community is a nice community, guys. It's a very nice community.
To be a stay-at-home wife that has no income.
I don't advise anyone to be a housewife with no income, but I'm advising you guys, make decisions that are suitable for you guys. Any woman, just have your own money. Just have your own money. Like, work, guys. If you need to go to school, go to school. And if you need to work as a waitress, have something going on, because we'll never know. Things change. From nice life to 0-0 life. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's true. They say if you've ever, the higher you go, the harder you actually fall whenever you fall, right?
Yeah.
And what advice would you give someone that is actually married to a serial cheater?
You know what my aunt used to say, men cheat, ne? Depends the level of your tolerance. How are you going to tolerate this person? For me, cheating was a deal breaker. Why did I say that? Because my mom died of AIDS. And I remember when she was bedridden, the conversation that we had, she said to me, do not sacrifice yourself because you love someone.
So your mom got it from your dad?
No, not from my dad.
Okay.
So my mom got married to my dad, and then she had 4 children. So my mom got married very young. I think she was 20. She had her first child when she was 20, and then she got married to my dad. So my dad and my mom brought 1 child together
each,
and then she had 4 kids, because 1 passed, and then there's me. I'm last born, right? So after me, there's 3 siblings.
Okay.
So within the second last, within that relationship, that happened, because there was no nivarapin.
Yeah.
And then the last born managed to get the pill.
Okay.
So the conversation that we had, she said, you're beautiful. You're going to meet a lot of men. They're going to promise you the world and everything. The only thing, do not sacrifice yourself in the name of love. I didn't understand it. I was in grade 9.
Wow.
14. I didn't understand the conversation. But when that happened, because remember, if my husband, we never used condom, it means chances are when he's out there, he's doing that.
He's also not using protection.
Do you understand?
Guys, men don't use protection. Like, it's such a shocking, scary thing. It's a very shocking, scary thing. And I think for me, I've lived my life and I've just been like in clappies that I wouldn't know. I remember like there was a message I saw that my ex-husband was sending his side chick, and he was like, hey, by the way, I told you that I don't want to use condom. I trust myself and I also trust you. I'm like, nigger, where am I in this equation? Because man.
Yeah. So that conversation for me, it was red light for me. It was a red light when that started happening, and I said to him, I know how my mom died, and I'm not going to die the same way. So from now on, this is what we're going to do. We're wearing a condom in this relationship.
Okay.
We married, condomize. So I'm saying you're married to a serial killer. A cheater will always be a cheater. Never changes his spots. And sweetie, find your way out.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about
And
this.
also get PrEP.
Yeah, I see you preaching PrEP, but PrEP is not gonna protect you from other things.
Yeah, it will, but at least it will protect you from the HIV. You know, at least, like, I feel like at this point, something, you know, it's something. At least, okay, you will get out sick of gonorrhea or syphilis or, you know, all this nonsense, you know. But at least it won't be HIV if you're on PrEP. If you know you're married to a serial cheater, honey, go get your PrEP. Drink it. You need to drink it for 30 days without sleeping with this man, without protection. After 30 days, you're good. And then continue going to the clinic to fetch your medication because those people...
Yeah, those people, guys.
They cheat with
their chest, guys. With
Yeah,
their chest. They
with
put
their
themselves
chest.
first. They love them.
Oh, man, they do. And they're very selfish. Like, what nonsense is that? You said your ex called you a giant.
Giant love. I was big, apparently. I was a giant. So I had to go run and fetch my booty.
You had to go and ungiant yourself. Yeah, I mean. But anyway, thank you so much for actually coming, you know, and sharing your story. This, I will not lie, is one of my favorite episodes ever. I cannot wait to just sit down and edit this because I was just laughing all throughout. And I love your spirit, you know. I love the fact that you're someone that is sitting here and you're saying everything with your full chest to actually say, listen, this is what I've gone through. And, you know, maybe if you're also in the same situation, you can actually take a different approach. I would definitely say that if that nigga is bringing girls to your house and also on top of that being disrespectful about it, pay for a gym membership. Get the biggest bodybuilder there. Befriend him. Start calling him your brother. And say, I need help. He comes prepared. Because you know, when he enters the house and he finds another man shirtless in his house, he's going to want to try. And as a man, I doubt he's going to actually go to the police station and say, there's a man that beat me in my own house. He will be embarrassed. If he's a real man that has, you understand what I'm saying? But when did you ever open a case? All these times they were visiting you.
No case. The only thing I would threaten him, police. I'll call police for you. Never called any police.
Would he ever stop? Because I'm sure it gets to a point where it's like, I know you're just saying you won't call them.
It got to a point that, I mean, that was the last straw when we were staying in Allen Manor, when he beat me up the last time. And this time I didn't know why I was being beaten. I was beaten because the door is open, or I was beaten because I went out. And now we're no longer together. Do you get? Now, I don't understand. That's that last straw when I said, nah, I'm going to die in this thing. And now I needed evidence. But it was also strategic that I'm not going to fight back. Because I need evidence to send home. Because at home, they think I'm the one who's cray-cray here.
And meanwhile, when this man met you, you were normal and sane. Oh, man. Men will drive you crazy. Men will leave you in the desert without
When I was
water.
telling my family I'm getting married, my aunt said, Mara, when are you going to leave the poor men at home? Because when your life is a suitcase life, now you're here, now you're there, you're traveling, you're going to leave this man at home. I said, no, I'm ready to stay at home.
Settle.
Yeah, because I convinced myself that I am ready.
But remember, he had said we're both getting rid of our skeletons. That's the part about people that cheat. I always say that it's of selfish reasons because there's no reason why you can't just say, listen, let's be married and be in an open marriage. I can have girlfriends, you can have boyfriends, we live nice. But the problem is that they are selfish. They want to have girlfriends and they want to still also they want to have their cake and eat it.
Yeah.
That's why I need to go fetch a bodybuilder that can fight, okay? And make sure that they deal with it. But anyway, ninjas, I love you so much. Thank you guys for joining us. And again, as I'm saying, Successfully Divorced will be coming, I don't know when. It might be day after tomorrow. It will still be our gorgeous, gorgeous queen. I love you, ninjas. Stay blessed. And I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.